badly as Hillary Clinton and her campaign did in 2016.
I just think people need to remember, and you guys need to remember, that panic is not a bad thing for the Democrats. It is a good thing. It is the unifying force that will keep us together after what is going to be a circus-like Democratic primary. This is going to be long. It's going to be a slog. I don't think people are going to drop out once they get any kind of a critical mass of delegates. I think this is not going to be everybody folding. There's going to be, oh, something's going to happen and I'll surge. So if we got to have the panic, because that's what unifies us. It's the opportunity of a 4-year term again for this president. And here's the reason we're panicking. It's totally rational. Over 40% of the country think this guy's okay. I mean, if you're us and you're watching this president and you're watching his lying, you're watching how he's undermining his only successful thing, which is the economy, you're watching him on the world stage, you're watching his buffoonery, you go, how in the world can 40% of America think this guy's okay? So as long as his number stays above 30, I think the Democrats are going to continue to panic, and I think that panic is perfect and appropriate, and I hope we keep panicking all the way to November of next year.
I mean, it depends what the panic leads to, right? If the panic leads in the House to Nancy Pelosi seeing polls that say people are somewhat against impeachment, and they have no coherent, coordinated strategy, and they have random hearings and random subpoenas, and things drag on, and at the end of November, the House kind of just does nothing, and Trump gets to say, Mueller didn't take me down, Nancy Pelosi didn't take me down. I really am exonerated. If the panic leads to a Democratic primary fight where the frontrunner Joe Biden is running a prevent defense in the second quarter, trying not to, do anything wrong, and he then fades, which I think is reasonably likely, and there's no plan B for nominating someone who's electable, that's not so good either. So I think there's good panic and worrisome panic, right? And one point I would also make, look, I think Trump is likely to lose if you just look at the numbers. I think that's very true. But he is, they're busy developing their whole campaign infrastructure the way an incumbent president does. And what I've been struck by, and we're going to try to do a little of this, but who is running the anti-Trump campaign now in 2019, not in 2020? No one. Who's looking in key states? Well, and look, and Hillary counted on Trump disqualifying himself, and it didn't quite work in 2016. I still agree it's an inside straight. He's likely to lose and all that. But Trump really can't win this election, but the Democrats are capable of losing it, I'm afraid.
And Lanhi, it's not generic Democrat against Donald Trump. It could be a completely different story if Elizabeth Warren wins the nomination versus if Joe Biden wins the nomination. Which kind of candidate, having run a Republican campaign yourself or been a part of one, which kind of candidate do you think ought to scare Donald Trump most?
Well, this is exactly the challenge, Willie. I think the reason why you're seeing this